Welcome to Coffee with Carey, and thanks for stopping by because I assumed you wanted to find out if they like you. Not just like you, but do they like you? I'm going to share with you today 10 signs that they really care. All 10 of them will let you know whether this person is falling into at least like with you and give you some encouragement to keep seeing them and find out for sure whether this could be love. If you're new here, I'm Carey. I'm a matchmaker and a dating coach. Have this channel. We talk about dating and relationships. So if that's at all interesting to you, intriguing, and you need to know, and you need to know now, I hope you'll stick around because that's what's on the agenda. The first sign that somebody truly cares about you is that you feel comfortable opening up to them and sharing with them. You can be vulnerable. You can talk about your needs, the things that you're worried about, the things that concern you, and not worry that this person is judging you or keeping track or going to use this against you later on. There is a sense that you have an understanding between you, and they are truly listening because they want to know, and that's because they really care. Number 2, related but not the same, they are truly present for you. And it doesn't just mean that they're listening. It means that if you have said, I need to talk about something, or I need your attention, or I need you to help with something, that they are not multitasking. They are in it with you. You can feel that their energy has shifted and they are partnering with you in whatever task it is. Even if it is listening to you, that they're fully engaged in taking in what you say. You know, people can be looking at you and listening and then not have heard a word you said. There's a follow-up question here when somebody is listening because they need to know more or they didn't really understand what you meant. And you will know because they are attentive, paying attention, and making eye contact with you. When that happens, it's definitely a sign that someone is concerned and cares about what you have to say. Does she like me? Well, I don't know. Does she put forth effort? Like when there's a misunderstanding or a miscommunication? If there's a conflict, does this person just walk away? I don't want to deal with this. I can't talk about this now. I can't deal with you when you're like this. Or do they get in it with you and want to resolve issues? Not take the easy way out, but stick it out in order to show you that they care and that this relationship and in fact you are important to them. Number 4, they take responsibility for their own mistakes. They don't try to put it off on you. They have no problem saying I'm sorry when they're wrong because they don't want to misplace blame. They don't play that flipper game where they turn it around to not be the one who's in the wrong and make you feel like it was something you said or did or misunderstood. It's really you that's the problem, not them. That's not what people do when they care about somebody. When someone owns their own stuff and says they're sorry, that's a sign of emotional maturity. Emotionally mature people are much easier to understand when you're trying to figure out if they like you because they treat you with respect in that way. And it's easier to recognize that and know that they like you. Number 5, they're honest with you, which makes you understand that they are trustworthy and honest about not just things like, where did you go? Where were you? Right? Not things like that, but they're honest about their feelings. They're honest about what they find challenging. They're willing to open up to you. And when somebody is willing to share feelings with you, of course, you can tell that they care about you in some way and probably like you. But also, I think it's important that they're concerned about you trusting them. They want to affirm the fact that you trust them. This one's a little bit more subtle in that I know people who are not trustworthy are also concerned that you believe them, feeling guilty, so they go overboard, making sure that you trust them or believe what they're saying. But I think that most of us would recognize the difference. And this leads me to the next one, which is somebody who's vulnerable. When you combine vulnerability and somebody being open and sharing with you their feelings, it allows you to trust them because you know how their mind works. You know what kind of a person they are. And not everybody is strong in every situation. So if someone is willing to share with you their weaknesses and trust you with that and be honest about things like that, you can be assured that it's very likely that they like you. If your love language is quality time, number 7, I think we're on, will be familiar to you because they make time for you. They prioritize you. you are in that line of things that they spend their time on, and it's important to them. So they're not going to drop you down on that list of things to be done. If you said you wanted to go out and do something together, everything else isn't going to come before you, and you'll feel unimportant and not like a priority with this person if they do, in fact, care for you. It's important to them to prioritize you. So these are typically people who will call you more often if they know you like that. These are people who will tell you that they missed you. When somebody shows you that you are a priority in their life, you can rest assured. Please allow me to apologize for interrupting our episode here, but it's come to my attention that only 26% of my viewers are actually subscribed to the channel. So I've set myself a goal of 50%. However, I have no control over this. This is on you. So if you can do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button, especially if you stop in regularly or find that there's something valuable or you learn something or enjoy episodes every once in a while. It would help me out more than you probably could even realize. And I always appreciate your support of the channel and would be grateful for that. Thanks again, and now let's get back to our episode. They seek out your opinion, not just on the big things, but especially on the big things, right? They want your input on decision making and come to you, which shows that they respect you. They respect the way your mind works, the decisions you come to on your own, and would want some input and advice from you in certain circumstances that's important to them. They're prioritizing you in your opinion. They like you. And number 10 is that not only do they respect you, but they show that by respecting your boundaries, allowing you to have a lines even, that don't get crossed, not trying to control you in any way, trying to give you that space to create what works for you, not keeping you from your friends or your family, trying to control that they have all of your time to themselves, but wanting you to be a full-fledged, happy human yourself, so that you feel fulfilled and are choosing to be with them, not because you need them, but because you want to be with them. People who give you the freedom to choose them as opposed to somehow forcing you to feel that you need them is a really great sign that somebody is not just wanting to be with you, but they truly care about you, have your best interest at heart, and they like you. If that was at all interesting or helpful in any way, I hope you will subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and ring the bell, because that lets you know every time a new episode goes live. Okay, Mom, they know. Look forward to seeing you next time, and until then, thank you, and have a good one.